What's up, everybody? Hope you guys having a great day today. You watch your On Air with Nick Driver podcast. And today we are talking about Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, ahead of the massive Trump rally we are getting in New York City tonight. Mayor Adams is answering some questions from the press. So let's get into it. Let's get it.
I'm Chauncey Parker. I'm the Deputy Mayor for Public Safety.
New Yorkers are going to see a large police presence around Madison Square Garden for the presidential candidate Trump's rally. We urge New Yorkers to avoid driving in the area. It is going to be an extremely crowded vehicle traffic flow, and so we are really urging New Yorkers to take public transportation. While we will always respect and protect the right to peaceful protest, there will be zero tolerance for crime, blocking traffic, graffiti, or disorderly behavior. I think, as I've called over and over again, that the level of conversation, I think we could all dial down the temperature. And I've heard people say that the former president should not be able to have a rally in Madison Square Garden. I strongly disagree. This is America. This is New York. And I think it's important that we allow individuals to exercise their right to get their message clear to New Yorkers. We need to show a level of respectable communication. And so when people called me fascist and other terminologies, I didn't like it. And I don't think it's fitting to anyone to state that the former president is equal to being Hitler.
Yes, thank you for the question.
All right, guys, so here we go. It is nice to see the mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, actually tone down some of this rhetoric. He has recently been embroiled in some issues legally because of his stance against what has been going on with the Biden-Harris administration, dumping so many of these illegal migrants into New York. And he's now embroiled in these kind of cases to where he's under fire somewhat. You know, it's kind of crazy to me anytime any of these mayors, senators, governors, any of them actually go against the Biden-Harris administration. It just feels like they always get the justice system thrown at them ridiculously hard, man. And it's really discouraging to watch the weaponization of the justice system. All right, guys, so we're going to jump ahead to this next video. Basically, Eric Adams saying, hey, Trump is not a fascist, man. We need to calm down all this ridiculous Nazi talk. He's absolutely right. Good for you, Eric Adams. Good for you. Let's check this next video out.
Mr. Mayor, I wondered if I could ask you about any communications you've been having with the Trump campaign about this rally or otherwise, and if you believe, as others have said, that the former president is a fascist.
You know, I have been had those terms hurled at me by some political leaders in the city, using terms like Hitler and fascist. My answer is no. I know what Hitler has done, and I know what a fascist regime looks like. I think, as I've called over and over again, that the level of conversation, I think we could all dial down the temperature. And I've heard people say that the former president should not be able to have a rally in Madison Square Garden. I strongly disagree. This is America. This is New York. And I think it's important that we allow individuals to exercise their right to get their message clear to New Yorkers. And our job as a city and as a police department is to make sure they can do that in a peaceful way. I think that we must be extremely cautious. The heat we turn up today, pre-election, is going to have to be the heat we're going to have to govern it. And I think we need to show a level of respectable communication. And so When people called me fascist and other terminologies, I didn't like it. And I don't think it's fitting to anyone to state that the former president is equal to being Hitler. I just think that this is a city where we have the largest Jewish population. Anti-Semitism is on the rise nationally. We need to do everything we can to push back on that level of anti-Semitic tone and anti-Semitic issues that we're facing in the city.
Hi guys, so as you can see here, this definitely has pissed off people on the left like Jake Tapper. I know he is just, he's got to be at home watching this going, oh no, Trump's a fascist, he's a Nazi. I know that's what Jake Tapper's doing, as well as those two ladies on Morning Joe.
Women.
I will say this, guys. The entire idea of a fascist. Check this out, dudes. Wikipedia.org. I'm going to read this to you guys so you guys understand. A fascist has been used as an insult against a wide range of people, political movements, governments, and institutions since the emergence of fascism in Europe in the 1920s. Political commentators on both the left and the right accuse their opponents of being fascist starting in the years before World War II. In 1928, the Communist International labeled their social democratic opponents as social fascists, while the social democrats themselves, as well as some parties on the political right, accused the communists of having become fascists under Joseph Stalin's leadership. Guys, Democrat Party at this moment in time is the party of the establishment, the punk rock, the party that is pushing back is the Conservative Party right now. The party that doesn't want to live under all these strict rules, under all these strict, crazy ideas. You know, in reality, you know, they want to have these protected people in society. This always leads on a very dark path for people that are not considered protected people. It's so weird we're even having this conversation these days, guys. I don't understand it because it's just so far-fetched. It's so ridiculous, you know? And Eric Adams, good for Eric Adams for coming out and being in support of not calling one another fascist, not calling one another Hitler. When people call, when these CNN correspondents, when these news people on MSNBC call Donald Trump Hitler, that is a complete and utter disgrace to every Jewish person, everyone that was involved in, you know, the Holocaust, the concentration camps. You know, it's completely disrespectful to them. Trump is nowhere near Hitler. No, it's not even remotely close. So you guys make sure any news source you see that calls him this, make sure turn it off, go outside, and then get on your phone and turn on the Nick Java podcast. That's right, man, because we love people over here, man. Guys, have a blessed day. Take care. See you guys soon.